A common mistake that most English learners make is that they overpronounce words. By doing this, you're limiting your fluency, you're slowing down your pace of speech, and you're not speaking naturally. Now, if you want to speak more fluently and like a native speaker, then you need to be sure to join or connect sounds when you speak. This is equally important in listening, as it will help with your overall comprehension of native speakers. Now, when one word ends in a consonant and the next word begins with a consonant, the first consonant is often changed so much. For example, Greek guests and Greek guests sound the same when spoken naturally, because the K in Greek and the T in Greek both have the same pronunciation. They sound like the G sound. And this is because the following word, guests, influences the first word. Greek guests, Greek guests. Did you hear any difference? Now, the sounds which most frequently change when they're at the end of a word are D, T, and N. They can change so much that the word sounds like a completely different other word. Listen to these examples. I've got a bad cold. Here, bad actually sounds like bag in this sentence. We had a bad year. Here, bad sounds similar to badge. They shot bears. Did you catch that shot sounds similar to shop here? They shot cats. Here, the verb shot almost sounds like shock. Ouch! What's your son called? Here, son begins to sound like sung, which is the past participle of the verb sing. My son made this. Here, son begins to sound like some. The consonants D and T may disappear completely when the next word starts with a consonant. For example, in the phrases that you see here, the verb in the simple past tense may sound as if it's in the present tense. For example, ask questions, as in the student asked questions to the teacher. Mixed paint, as in we mixed paint before art class. Boiled carrots, as in the chef boiled carrots for the soup. Used powder, as in the presenter used powder before going live. Now, we can usually tell what a word is from the context. For example, I sat in the waiting room and did crossword puzzles. Now, before crosswords, we hear the word dig, but we know from context that it must be the verb did. Let's practice. I'll read a sentence and I want you to select which word it is. The sun burnt my neck. Here, the word sun sounds like some. The sun came up over the mountains. And here, the word sun sounds like sung. I can't beat you at this game. Here, beat sounds like beach. I can beat Carol at tennis. Here, beat sounds like beak. Can't get this coat clean. Coat sounds pretty refreshing, like Coke. Is this the coat you brought? And here, coat almost sounds like coach. They cheat quite a lot. Here, cheat sounds like cheek. They cheat people out of their money. And finally, cheat sounds like cheap here. For our second practice, look at the sentences on your screen. I used my speech to text function on my phone, but it didn't dictate what I said correctly. Listen and guess from the context which word is wrong. Try to correct each sentence, and the answers will be in the description box below. Now, speaking in connected speech is one way to speak more naturally and like an American. Another way is to use slang that's common with native speakers. So click or tap on the screen now to learn some of the most common phrases used by Americans in 2021.